To begin the talks today, I'm going to start off with a story of my friend, let's say, Deb. Her mom's out of work due to surgery, and Deb hasn't been able to find a job. Because she's living with the difficulties of a one-parent household and barely any income, she's almost lost 10 pounds. And she's not the only one. There are over 3 million people who live on less. Half of the world's population lives on $2.50 or less a day. And with that being said, I'm Abby Johnson, and I'd like to thank you all for coming. Almost every day, we take things for granted. Trust me, I'm certainly guilty of it from time to time, as we so often forget that things such as food and water, a bed, or even a home aren't everyday commodities for some people. It's important to take a step back and realize how much you have when some have none at all. Manoj Singh, a rickshaw driver from India, is just filled with joy when he comes home, whether it's from his son calling out his name, or a breeze flowing in on a hot day into his hut, or a bowl of rice for dinner. Most people are obsessed with image and monetary things, status, and with that, studies have shown they're less satisfied with life, they're more depressed, more anxious, and they feel less vital. Taking pride in the little things, friendships, family, even a change in routine, can all make you happier in the long run than any materialistic item. So as part of my project, I baked and cooked, and not just that, I volunteered at the Friendly Kitchen. I was learning new skills in the kitchen and taking time out of my day to help on an issue that I thought was important. With this, it gave me some time to de-stress and learn something new. While I was baking, I baked things from banana chocolate chip muffins all the way to gnocchi with my own pomodoro homemade sauce. And throughout the pictures in the back of the recipes, there are things such as pizza and tacos and cookies. While I was cooking, I made a whole variety of things. But most importantly, while I was cooking, it gave me some time to have just stress relief. I wasn't thinking about what grade I had in chemistry or what I was going to do the next day. I was focused on the ingredients I needed, how much, what the oven needed to be preheated to, and it really was nice and fulfilling just to have that time. Sometimes I would cook alone or cook for friends and family, and with that, it was rewarding to see how the work I was putting in was paying off and that these people were enjoying it just as much as I was. When I was baking, I thought, oh gosh, I don't think I can do this. But as time went on, I started to pick up new skills and found out I was actually really great at it. And that's a lot with what comes with trying something new. You find little bits of happiness in things you never thought you could before, instead of a new shirt or new pants. And the hassle of going to the store, making a mess, cleaning it all up is a bit weary, and no one really wants to do it, but it was all really worth it in the end. And it made me really happy with all the outcomes I had and all the experiences I made while cooking. And for me, I was just thankful I got the chance to do this and had a home and a kitchen I could go back to and cook, while some cannot. There are 150 million people worldwide that are homeless, and that's a big number. And so a large portion of my project was at the Friendly Kitchen. I would go there twice a week for a couple hours and volunteer. And while I was there, I counted plates, I helped serve, I cleaned and cooked. And it's not about what job you're doing, but it matters that the people you're doing this for, they're getting fed. The people that come to the Friendly Kitchen, they don't have the resources and they don't have the ability to receive this anywhere else, and that's why they come. There are about 50 or 60 people who just come in for lunch. And we also do breakfast and lunch and dinner all in one day. So that's around 150 or 200 people coming in if it's busy, especially in the winter, because there's nowhere else to go for these people. And I've met some really cool people there. There is a new kitchen manager, Carl Moorhead, and he's also a former firefighter. And the way he explained the situation to me was that these people are just down on their luck, and any of us could have made a wrong turn and ended up there just like them. And what makes him happy is to go home to his family and come back and be able to make a difference in the people's lives who can't do the same. Since being there for such a long period of time, I really realized what I have, and the lifestyle somehow affected me in a way that nothing else could. Some would call it a rude awakening, but others would call it opening your eyes. And when I did, I saw a culture with standards in life that were different than mine. I'm just thankful that I'm here. I have this school, I have a home, and I found the whole experience really humbling. Even just cooking and finding joy in that was such a great experience. Steve Jobs' last words were dedicated to praising something bigger than money and something bigger than success, but family, relationships, and those small everyday things. When thinking about life and happiness, the first things that may pop into your head aren't hugs from your grandma, or walking your dog, or even a change on a route that you run every day, but maybe a new car, or an amazing trip to Aruba, or a vacation with all your friends and family, because that'd be awesome. But when everything's said and done, one means a lot more to your happiness than the other. And that's something I've learned from going from the kitchen to the Friendly Kitchen and doing the research for this project. I've truly learned that something as little as trying something new can be fulfilling. And from the kitchen, I've grown a greater respect for those who are less fortunate than I, and a better understanding of my place in life, an appreciation for all the things I have. I plan to continue going to the kitchen and also baking and cooking for me, myself, my friends and family. And it's ironic because I didn't really want to do this project in the first place. But anyways, I hope what you all can take away from this is something more meaningful than me just doing a project, but that life doesn't have to be all about the bigger things, more materialistic things, and to take some time and focus on yourself and the little things that go on in life. And I hope you all may apply it to your life too. Any questions? All right.